This is Vrishali and you are watching Vrisharaj Classes YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to start one important chapter of mathematics of standard 10, that is pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay, now pair of linear equations in two variables. First of all, whenever we start any chapter, okay, from the name of the chapter itself, you should get the idea that what exactly we are going to learn in this chapter, okay, or regarding what we are going to deal in this chapter. So when we say, first of all, pair means there are two equations. Linear means there are two equations, means this both the equations are linear equations. Linear equations means degree is 1. Okay, degree of that equation is 1. Then pair of linear equations in two variables. So we are going to have two variables in this equations, either x and y, or a and b, or p and q. There can be any two variables in this pair of equations. But when they give the pair of linear equations, both the equations will have same variables. Means suppose equation 1 have x and y, equation 2 also will have x and y in that particular sum. If we have a and b for one equation, our second equation will also have the variables a and b. So in this chapter, we are going to solve such pair of linear equations in two variables. Okay. Now, before we exactly start the concepts of this chapter, I would like to explain you few more points regarding this chapter which will help you to understand the next concepts easily. Now when we say solve the linear equations, what is the meaning of solving the linear equations? Whenever we say solve the given equations, the meaning is we have to find the value of the variables involved in those two equations. Yes, the meaning of solving the equations means we have to find the value of the variables involved in these two equations. Now when we get the pair of linear equations in two variables, now suppose if you have x plus y is equal to 10 and x minus y is equal to 2. Suppose we get like these two equations. Solve these two equations. Okay, solve this pair of two equations in two variables. So when it is said that solve these two equations means we have to find the value of these variables. Means what is the value of x here and what is the value of y. Now these two are quite simple equations. So only by observing these equations, easily you can say, oh, in these two equations, x is 6 and y is 4. 6 plus 4 is 10 and x minus y, that is 6 minus 4 is 2. But this is not going to be the case in each and every equation. All the equations are not going to be so easy. And one more important point is this method is not allowed in exam. So to solve the equations, we have different methods. Now what are those different methods? Let's see that. Now altogether there are 4 methods explained to you in the standard 10 to solve the linear equations in two variables. First method is graphical method. With the help of graph, we have to find the value of x and y. Second method is substitution method. Yes, we have to find the value of one variable in terms of the other, then substitute and solve. Third method is elimination method. We have to eliminate one variable, find the value of the remaining variable, and again just go for the value of the next variable. And the fourth method is cross multiplication method. By using some cross multiplication techniques, we can easily find the value of x and y. So altogether we have 4 methods to solve the linear equations into variables. So one by one I will be explaining all these methods in my upcoming videos. But before we start, before we start the solving the equations to find the value of these variables, do all the equations have the value of x and y? Do all the equations have the solution? how to check that? Some of the equations, they have solution. Some of the equations, they do not have solution. So what is the meaning of this? Which equations have solution and why? And which equations do not have solution and why? See, this I would like to explain you first. Then you can easily apply any one method to find the solution of the given two equations. General form. Okay, the general form of the equation is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. This is the general form. Now when we have two equations, okay, so how we are going to write these two equations in this general form? First equation we will write like this: a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. Second equation is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Now which of these equations will have solution and which equations will not have solution? See, these equations, actually each equation, each linear equation, it represents one line. Yes, equation represents one line. So when these lines, they intersect each other at a point, okay, when these two lines intersect each other at a point, the point of intersection is the solution. The point at which these two lines intersect, the x coordinate of that point is the value of x and the y coordinate of that point of intersection is the value of y. So when these lines intersect, we will have the solution of these two equations. And when the lines, okay, now when the lines will not meet, then we will not have the solution for x and y. And when in such case, when the lines are parallel. Parallel lines never meet. So we will not have the point of intersection in case of parallel lines, and so in such case we will not have the solution for these two equations. Means we will not get the value of x and y. There is one more possibility, that both the equations represent the same line. Both the equations represent the same line, or we can say both the lines, they are coincident, means they follow each other. So in that case, each and every point is the point of intersection. Each and every point on that line is the solution. So how to find out? Are we going to solve and check in each and every case that whether we get the solution or no? No. Even for this, we have one perfect method to check only by looking at this equation, only by observing the value of a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2. By comparing these values, we can find out whether the lines are intersecting, parallel or coincident. Now how to check that? Now whenever you get two equations, okay, whenever you get two equations to solve, first of all, write those equations in this general form. Sometimes C1 is on RHS side or B1Y is on RHS side. The variables can be on LHS, RHS, anyhow. So first thing what we have to do is arrange the terms properly and write this in the general form. Both the equations you have to write this in general form. Then note down the values of A1, B1, C1, then A2, B2, C2. Then what we have to do? Find the ratio. Find what is A1 upon A2, what is B1 upon B2 and C1 upon C2. Now once you find these ratios, we have to compare these ratios. If A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2, in such case, lines are intersecting. Lines are intersecting and we have one unique solution for the given pair of equations. Second case, A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2 is equal to C1 upon C2. All the ratios are equal. Okay, all the ratios are equal. In this case, lines are coincident. or we can say both the equations represent the same line. Third possibility, a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 and this is not equal to c1 upon c2. Now in this case, lines are parallel. Lines are parallel, and when the lines are parallel, we don't have any solution. When the lines are intersecting, we have one and only one solution, unique solution we have. When the lines are coincident, we have number of solutions because each and every point on that line is the solution. When the lines are parallel, as the lines do not intersect at all, we don't have any solution in case of parallel line. So first, whenever they give the equations, check whether they have the solution or no. If they have unique solution, we have to go for any one method to find out that solution. Find out the solution means find the value of x and y. And as I said, there are four methods. Okay, there are four methods to find the solution. Graphical method, substitution method, elimination method and cross multiplication method. In our upcoming videos, we are going to check all these methods one by one. Means I am going to explain each one of these methods in my upcoming videos. So to learn more about these methods, what you have to do? Yes, you have to subscribe our channel so that you will get the regular updates of whatever videos we upload here. And my dear students, please don't forget to share these videos among your friends. So be in touch and thank you so much for watching this video.